Greetings, Guardians of Dominion, Zeus here. Today we're breaking down Lars' new angelic skin, and before you spend emeralds or real money, you need to understand what this upgrade actually does. The numbers look impressive at first glance, but the real value, and the real limits, only show up when you dig deeper. Lars and Krista used to be one of the defining meta teams in Hero Wars. At that time, you saw them everywhere: arena, grand arena, defense, offense, you name it. Over the years, that changed, and the combo slowly faded out of regular play. Recently, Krista made a strong return thanks to her Ascension skills, and naturally, that brought Lars back into the discussion as well. If you're playing Hero Wars Alliance on Android, the new Winter Rewards Carnival 2026 on Huawei AppGallery is a great way to get extra value from your in-game purchases. From January 12th to March 31st, 2026, you can earn 25% rewards on eligible purchases. For every €1 or equivalent you spend, you receive 1 gem. These gems can be redeemed for limited time coupons, such as €2.50 for 10 gems or €25 for 100 gems. The more you play and spend, the more gems you collect, helping you save on future purchases. Gems are not granted when using Huawei points, and only the cash amount spent counts toward rewards. To join, simply download Hero Wars Alliance through Huawei AppGallery. Your game progress is completely safe, just sign in and continue playing. This is a limited time New Year event, so don't miss it. His overall value has gone up again, but even now, he's still not being used the way he once was. And that leads us to the key question: should you actually invest in Lars today, and more specifically, is his new angelic skin worth that investment? The angelic skin is available through the Seer Event, and realistically, unlocking it means spending money and winning the Seer's game at least once. Whether you choose to buy it now or wait for a future option to unlock it with skin stones doesn't really change the core question. What matters most is understanding one thing clearly: what value does this skin actually bring to Lars? That's what we need to break down step by step. To understand the impact, we first need to look at Lars himself. Out of his 4 skills, 2 scale directly with his magic attack stat. That means the more magic attack Lars has, the more damage those skills deal. Because of that, magic attack isn't just a bonus stat for Lars, it's a priority. If you want Lars to perform properly, this is the stat you build around. This is where skins become extremely important. Lars has 6 skins in total, but only 2 of them provide magic attack: the Masquerade skin, and the new angelic skin. That alone tells you a lot. If you're serious about developing Lars, these 2 skins should always be your starting point. From a progression standpoint, they offer the highest value because they directly scale his skills and increase his damage output. For players who actually use Lars, this new skin isn't optional, it sits firmly at the top of the priority list. Now let's move away from theory and look at real numbers, because this is where the value becomes very clear. Chain Lightning is one of Lars' key skills, and its damage is calculated directly from his magic attack. With Lars fully maxed and without the new skin, Chain Lightning deals 50,724 damage per target. Since the skill hits all 5 enemy heroes, the total damage from a single cast comes out to 253,620. Once you add the angelic skin, the magic attack increase boosts Chain Lightning's damage by 7,035 per enemy. That raises the damage per target to 57,759. When the skill hits all 5 enemies, the total damage jumps to 288,795. That's an increase of roughly 35,000 total damage from a single cast of just 1 skill, which translates to about a 13.8% increase in Chain Lightning's damage at this maxed out stat level. And this isn't a one-time effect. Chain lightning triggers roughly every 16 seconds. In a battle that lasts up to 1 minute, Lars can realistically cast it 3 to 4 times. That means the extra 35,000 damage doesn't happen once, it repeats every cast, pushing the total added damage from this skin well beyond 100,000 over the course of a full fight. At the same time, it's important to be clear about what this skin does not do. It doesn't affect control duration, it doesn't change how Lars' skills interact with other heroes, and it doesn't suddenly make Lars a standalone meta hero on his own. This skin is a pure damage scaling upgrade, strong, consistent, and impactful, but not a magic switch that changes everything by itself. Lightning bolt strikes the nearest enemy, deals damage, and stuns the target for 4 seconds. Just like chain lightning, its damage is calculated directly from Lars' magic attack, but with an even higher scaling coefficient. With a fully maxed Lars and without the angelic skin, this skill deals 64,660 damage per cast, and that number is exactly what the in-game tooltip shows. Once we add the angelic skin into the equation, the impact becomes very clear. The extra magic attack from the skin increases lightning bolt's damage by 9,045 per cast, pushing the total damage up to 73,705. That's roughly a 14% increase to lightning bolt's damage at this max stat level, which is even higher than the percentage gain we saw on chain lightning, simply because lightning bolt scales harder with magic attack. Now let's talk about timing, because this skill doesn't activate instantly at the start of the fight. Lightning bolt is typically triggered after chain lightning. After that, the skill follows its cooldown of 12 seconds. In a 1-minute fight, that timing means Lars can realistically cast lightning bolt around 4 times. With the angelic skin, that translates to roughly 36,000 extra single target damage over the course of the fight, and that's only from this one skill. Just like before, it's important to be precise about what this skin does and does not affect. The angelic skin does not increase stun duration, it does not improve the chance to stun, and it does not change targeting or priority mechanics. Enemies marked by water are still prioritized exactly the same way. This remains a pure damage increase, applied cleanly through magic attack scaling. When you combine this with the chain lightning gains we already calculated, the angelic skin consistently adds damage across multiple casts and multiple skills, reinforcing Lars' role as a scaling magic damage dealer rather than changing how his kit functions. So to wrap this up, the angelic skin does exactly what the numbers show. It boosts Lars' magic attack, and because 2 of his main skills scale directly from that stat, it adds consistent damage every time those skills are cast. Over a full fight, that value stacks up, not because of hype, but because of simple, repeatable math. If Lars is part of your core lineup, this skin makes sense. If he isn't, the value won't magically appear just because the skin exists. Now I want to hear from you. Are you investing into Lars and his angelic skin, or are you skipping it for now? Share your thoughts in the comments. If this breakdown helped, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss future Hero Wars analysis. Play smart, invest with purpose, and I'll see you in the next one.